students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I'm Sunil Milwani and today we'll be doing this chapter called as assignment and sequencing. Today we are going to do the sequencing part of the chapter. They're saying that find the sequence that minimizes the total time. Right? The sum is given to you this way: m1, m2, a, b, c, d, e. Right? 3, 6, 3, 4, 7, 2, 5, 1, and 2, 5. Right? Do we get this in here? Now, let's see how do we do this sum. Now, first thing that you have to do is, you have to find step 1. You have to find minimum of m1 and m2. Right? How do I do this? You write it this way: minimum of 3, 3, 7, 5, 2, 6, 4, 2, 1, 5. Right? Now, the minimum value is 1. Right? Since the minimum value is 1, therefore you make a table like this. You have A, B, C, D, E, 5. So you draw 5 columns: 3, 4, 5. If your minimum element is from the first row, you start writing from the beginning. If your minimum element is from the second row, you start writing from the last, that is from the right side. Okay. Now here you have cancelled in which row? A, B, C, D. D. So you will write D here. If it was from the first row, you would have started writing from the first 10. If it is from the second row, you start writing from the last 10. Fine, do we get this in here? Next, step 2. Same, minimum of M1 and M2. So minimum of, now whatever you already found out minimum, that particular column will be cancelled. So this is 3, 6, 3, 4, 7, 2. This is going to be cancelled because this particular column has already been selected. 2, 5. Right? Now, let's see this. How do we do this? Smallest element. Smallest element is 2 and 2. I have 2. One of them is in the first row, the other is in the second row. Right? So let's draw this. You need 5 columns: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of which you already have a D here. Right? In the first column you have E, that you will write here. Right? In the first row you have E, the minimum element is in E, you will write right in the beginning. In the second row the minimum element is in C, so you will write this here. Right? Next, step 3. Minimum of M1 and M2. So minimum of 3, 6, 3, 4. This is cancelled out, this is cancelled out, this is cancelled out. Okay. Now we have a problem, people. Here both the minimum elements are in the same row. Since both the minimum elements are in the same row, there are going to be 2 alternatives. Right? I can have an alternative 1, 2, 3, 4. I already had E, C, D. Either I can use A first and B later, or your sequencing alternative will be E, C, D. I can use B first or A later. Right? Now, once my sequence is ready, now let us find out the total time required for the sequence. So out of the 2 sequence, I can do for any one of the sequence. For either of the sequence, you will end up getting the same time. Fine? So let's find out total time. Now, you have already found out the sequence here, as we will do for the sequence for First one, E, B, A, C, D. So jobs E, B, A, C, D. Right? You are doing this on two machines, machine 1 and machine 2. Time in, time out. Time in, time out. Right? Now, you always start with 0 hours. Now, if you look at your original sum, on machine 1, in the first row, machine 1, job E takes 2 hours. So, it takes 2 hours. Whatever is the time out of machine 1 will be the time in for, what is the job, time out for job E will be the time in for job B. Right? Now job B on machine 1 takes 3 hours. 2 plus 3, this becomes 5 hours. So this will be 5 here. Then on machine A it takes 3 hours. So this is going to be 8. So 8 here as it is. Then on machine C, job C takes on machine 1 7 hours. So that's 15. So 15 comes here as it is. And on machine 1 job D takes 5 hours, so that is 20. Fine, do we get this thing here how I did this? Now, whatever is the time out of machine 1 will be the time in for machine 2. Right? Now job E on machine 2 takes 5 hours. 2 plus 5, 7. You have to make sure that the time out of machine 2 is always greater than the time out of machine 1. Okay, so this is 7. Now, job B takes 4 hours. 7 plus 4, 11. Bring this down here as it is. Right? Job A takes 6 hours. 11 plus 6, 17. Bring this down here as it is. Right? Job C takes 2 hours. 19. Now we have a problem here, guys. The time out of machine 2 is 19 hours, whereas the time out of machine 1 is 20 hours, in which case whichever is the larger time out you will consider that. So instead of writing the 19 here, you will write this as 20. Okay. Job D takes 1 hour, so 21. Right. So that is going to be your time schedule. Fine, do we get this thing here? So in that case, total time taken for the job is 21 hours. That's the minimum time, right? In that case, what will be the ideal time? Ideal time on machine M1. Now machine M1 finishes its work by 20 hours and the total work gets done in 21 hours. So machine 1 is going to remain idle for 1 hour. Right? Now, in the case of machine 2 cannot start working for the first 2 hours. So it is going to be idle for 2 hours there. And I have job C was completed in 19 hours and job D was started at 20th hour. So 1 hour it is idle there also. So in that case, I can say that this is 3 hours. Idle time on machine M2 is going to be 3 hours. Fine, do we get this thing here? Right. So that finishes the sum. Let's see another sum, guys. They said that machine 1, machine 2 jobs are J1 to J5, J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, 10, 4, 2, 12, 18, 14, 6, 16, 28. Right? Let's start this. Step 1. Let's first find min of minimum of M1 and M2. So minimum of M1 and M2 is going to be 10, 2, 18, 6, 20, 4, 12, 14, 16, 8. Right? Now, the smallest value here is 2. Since it is in the first row, therefore you will start writing from the start point. If it was in the second row, you would start writing from the end point. 4, 5. 5 columns I need. Right? 2 is in J2. 2 is in column J2, therefore I have written J2 here. Right? Step 2. Min of M1 and M2. So this will be min of 10, 4, cross, since it's already been selected, 18, 14, 6, 16, 28. Right? The next minimum value is 4. It's in the second row. Since it is in the second row, therefore I'll write that from the end point. 1, 2, 3, 4. I already had J2. 4 is in J1. So I'll write J1 here. Right? Next, step 3. Min of M1 and M2. So in that case, this is going to be minimum of, this is gone, 18, 14, 6, 16, 28. Right? The smallest value is 6. The smallest value is 6. It's in the first row. Since it's in the first row, I have to write this from the starting end. 1, 2, 3, 4. I already have a J2 here. I have a J1 here. 6 is in J4. So I'm going to write this from the starting end. Next, step 4. Min of M1 and M2. In that case, this is going to be min of cross 18, 14, cross 28. Right? Now, the smallest is 8. It's in row 2. Since it's in the second row, 1, 2, 3, 4. J2, J4, J1. Right? Since it's in the second row, I'll write this from the end point. This is going to be J5. So the only thing that remains is J3. Right? Now, let's find out the total time. So it's going to go in the order J2, J4, J3, J5, J1. Machine 1, machine 2. Time in, time out. Time in, time out. Okay, let's see this. You always start with 0 hours. Now on machine 1, J2 takes 2 hours. So bring 2 here. On machine 1, J4 takes 6 hours. So 2 plus 6, 8. Bring 8 down here. On machine 1, J3 takes 18 hours. Right? So that is 26. Bring 26 down here. J5 takes 20 hours. So this is going to be 46. Bring 46 here. And J1 takes 10 hours. So 56. Right? Now bring 2 out here. You cannot start till 2 hours are finished, till the work on machine 1 is over. Okay, machine 2, J2 takes 12 hours, right? So this is 14. Bring this 14 down here. J4 takes 16 hours. So that is going to be 30. So 30. J3 takes 14 hours. 14 hours, that means 44. Now 44 is less than 46. Since 44 is less than 46, therefore you will write this as 46. Right? Then J5 takes 8 hours. So that is going to be 54. 54 is less than 56. So you will write this as 56. J1 takes 4 hours, so 60. So in that case, my total time to complete the job, total time is 60 hours. Idle time on machine M1 is the last 4 hours, because M1 had finished its work by 56 hours and the total work was completed in 60 hours. Machine M2, the initial 2 hours, from 44 to 46 it was idle, from 54 to 56 it was idle. So 6 hours. 6 hours idle on machine M2. Right? Let's see another sum, guys. Now let's do a sum with multiple machines, and that is, instead of 2 machines, let's do a sum with 3 machines. Right? Now let's see this.
So,
Yeah.
can you do the 3 machine one from the exercise?
I'll do it. Let's see this. Suppose if I have, first let me just show you a simple one. J1, J2, J3, J4 and J5. I have 3 machines, M1, M2 and M3. This is 8, 3, 7, 2, 5, 1. This is 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 6. And this is 8, 7, 6, 9, 10, 9. Right? Now, you have 3 machines. So you can add this. First thing that you have to do is convert 3 machines to 2 machines. So step 1, convert to 2 machines. How do I convert to 2 machines? I have jobs J1, J2, J3, J4, J5 and J6. Add M1 plus M2. And similarly add M2 plus M3. Add 2 machines to get you a new machine. Let's call this machine as, say, G1, and let's call this machine as H1. Right? So if I add M1 plus M2, this is 11, this is 7, this is 12, this is 4, this is 6, this is 7, and here this is 11, 7, 11, 11, 11, 11, this is 10, I presume. And this is going to be again M2 plus M3. 15. Right? Now, let's solve this, guys. Minimum of step 2. Minimum of G1 and H1. So, this is going to be nothing but min of 11, 7, 12, 4, 6, 7, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 15. Right? The smallest value is 4. Right? Since the smallest value is 4, therefore this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Since it is in the first row, therefore I'll start writing from the starting point. So this is going to be J4. Right? Next, step 3. Min of G1 and H1. So this will be min of 11, 7, 12, 4, 6, 7. 4 is going to go across there, 11, 11, 11, cross 11, 15. Right? The smallest number now is 6. Right? Again, it's in the first row, so you'll have to write from the start. You already have J4. 6 is in J5. Right? Next, step 3. min of G1 and H1. So in that case, this is going to be min of 11, 7, 12, cross 7, 11, 11, 11, cross 15. Now I have two identical value and both of them are in the same row. I have two 7s and both of them are in the same row, right? As a result of which there are going to be two alternatives, right? One of the alternative, since both of them are in the first row, I have to write from the start point only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already have J4 and J5, right? So either I can take J2 and J6, or I already have J4 and J5. I can take J6 and J2, right? So in that case, you will have now step 4, min of G1 and H1, right? In that case, you will have min of 11, 11, this is gone, 12, 11, this is gone, 7, 15. That's also gone, 7, 15 is also gone. So I have only 2 rows remaining. Now guys, I have 3 11s, right? I have 3 11s, right? I have one in the first row and the second in the second row, right? And I have 2 in the second row, right? So in this case, you will have your alternatives as, you will have 4 alternatives here. One of your alternative will be, I already have, if I start with the first one, J4, J5, J2, J6, right? Now, since I have 11 in the first row, therefore I can write J1 and then I can write J2, right? Both I can write this way. Now, I can also write this as
So there is already a
J3, right? Or I can write this as, I already have J4. Now, this is J5, J6, the second alternative, J6, J2, right? Now, I can then write this as, same thing, I could write this as J1 and J3, right? So with this alternative I am writing J1 and J3, with the second alternative I am writing J1 and J3, right? Then I could write this as, so once I have these alternatives now, those are my alternatives. Now I can now find out the time in and time out for this, right? I could have other alternatives, but from all the alternatives I'll end up getting the same answer. So I've already shown you 2. I'll just find out the time in and time out for this. Let's find out the total time that is going to be used, right? I'm going to do for, I have to find out my total time. I'm going to consider for alternative J4, J5, J2, J4, J5, J2, J6, J1, J3, right? Machine 1, machine 2, machine 3, time in, time out, time in, time out, time in, time out.
So you can use any of the alternatives, right?
Out of the 2 alternatives, any one. For all the alternatives, I'll end up getting the same answer. take one machine at a time and solve this. Right. Let's start. We start with 0 hours. Now, J4 on machine 1 takes 2 hours. J5 on machine 1 takes 5 hours.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So can't we use G1 and X1 here?
Can't I use?
G1 and X1?
Since I want to find out for 3 machines, this I've converted so that I can find out the sequencing.
So
Right?
like you have to use.
Yes, you have to get back to the original machine. Right? Now, let's see this. Now, J2 is 7 hours starting. Now, J2 takes 3 hours, so this is going to be equal to 10. Fine. Next, so 10 will come here. J6 takes 1 hour, so this is going to be 11. J1 takes 8 hours, so this is going to be 19. J3 takes 7 hours, so this is going to be 26. Okay. Now, let's see machine 2. You will start with 2 hours because that was the time at which machine 1 finishes job J4. Now, J4 takes 2 hours on machine 2. 4. Since 4 is less than 7, therefore I'll have to write this as 7. I cannot start my work till the time J5 is done on machine 1. Right? Now, J5 on machine 1 takes 1 hour. So, this is 8. Right? So in that case again this is smaller, so this will become 10. Now J2 takes 4 hours, so this is going to be 14. 14 here as it is. J6 takes 6 hours, so 20. J1 takes 3 hours, so that is 23. Again 23 is less than 26, therefore I write 26. And J3 takes 5 hours, right? 5 hours, so that is 31. Right? Here you will start with 4 hours. Now machine 3 J4 takes 6 hours. Right? So this is going to be 10.
9 hours. J4 takes 9 hours.
J4 takes 9 hours. So that is J4 takes 9 hours. So that is going to be 13. Right? So that 13 comes down here as it is. J5 takes 10 hours. So that is 23. Now 23 comes down here as it is. J2 takes 7 hours. So this is 30. So 30 comes down here as it is. J6 takes 9 hours. So 39 comes down here as it is. J1 takes 8 hours. 8 hours. So this is going to be 47. Right, so 47 comes down here as it is, and J3 takes 6 hours, so that is 53. So total time required to complete the job on 3 machines, total time is 53 hours, right? Idle time on machine M1. M1 finished its work in 26 hours and the total work was completed in 53 hours. So 53 minus 26, 36, 46, 56, 27. Right? Then machine M2. It started its work after 2 hours. Here while doing job 5, 3 hours were idle. While doing job 2, 2 hours were idle. And while doing job 3, again 3 hours were idle, plus the work got over in 31 hours and the total work was finished in 53 hours. 41, 51 and 53. So 23 hours. So this is 5, 7, 10. So 33 hours.
So it should be 32. So 31 and 53 is 22.
This is 22. So this is 32 hours. Next, machine 3. Machine 3 started its work after 4 hours and that's it. That's going to be the idle time. Now, we will do the sum from the exercise.
Question 2.
Yes, we will do the sum from the exercise. Question number 2.
Not this one, the 3 machine one, the second one.
Right? Let's see this.
And so,
Yeah, just a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me finish this up. Question number E with 3 machines. Right? Let's see this. You have machine 1, machine 2 and machine 3, and you have job 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now they give you the time is 2, 1, 1, 3, then you have 3, 4, 4, 2, then you have 3, 3, 4, 3. Right? Now let's see this. First step, convert this into 2 machines. Right? Convert to 2 machines. Right? Let's see this. How do I convert this into 2 machines? You have jobs 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Now I'm going to add up machine 1 and 2. So in that case I will call that as M1 plus M2, and I'm going to add 2 and 3. Right? So this is going to be G1 and this is going to be H1. Right? Now, so this is going to be 5, 5, 5 and 5. This is 6, 7, 8 and 5. Right? Now let's start with the sequencing. Step 2. You have min of G1 and H1. So this is going to be min of 5, 5, 5 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 5. So there are going to be multiple alternatives here, right? So in that case, this is going to be multiple alternatives. Let's see this. So I can have to have so many of them, right? You have 4 of them here. So in that case, in this step only you will get all your alternatives. You have 1, 2, 3, right? Now either, guys, I could take job number 1 first, right? I could take 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right, all of them are 5. I can use any alternative, or I could take I could take 2, 3 and I could take 4 here and 1, because I have 4 both in the first row as well as the second row, right? Or we'll do, I think we'll first keep 4 in the last row and show all the alternatives with the first row, right? Then I could also have an alternative wherein I could have 3, 2, 1 and 4, all of them from the first row, right? Or I could have an alternative as I could have 3 here, 1 here and 2 here and 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, right? Or I could say that I could just go on making multiple alternatives this way, right? You have, for all the alternatives you will end up getting the same answer. I'll just pick up one alternative at random and I'll make the time in and time out for that. So you will have, let's find out the total time. Total time is jobs 1, 2, 3, 4. You have machine 1, machine 2, machine 3. Time in, time out, time in, time out, time in, time out. Right? Let's start with 0 hours. Now, machine 1 takes 2 hours. Bring this down here. Right? Machine 2 takes 1 hour. Machine 3 takes 1 hour. Machine 4 takes 3 hours. Right? This will start with 2. Machine 2 takes 3 hours. Machine 2 takes 4 hours. Machine 3
So 9.
Machine 3 takes another 4 hours, so this is 13, right? And machine 4 takes 2 hours, that's 15. This is 5 here as it is. Machine 3 takes 3 hours. Machine 2,
9. No, so M3 job 2 will be 9 because it's 9 M2.
So I think I have to change
So M2 out.
the in time.
I have this, yeah. I'll just do that. This is less, so this is going to be 9. Machine 2 is going to be 3. So in that case, this is 12.
So that,
And that will be 13. Next. Now, machine 3 is going to be 4, so that is going to be 17. So 17 here. And machine 4 is going to be 3, that is 20. So total time is going to be 20 hours. Ideal time on machine M1 is going to be ideal time. You finish your work on 7 hours and total time was 20 hours. So in that case 13 hours. On machine M2 5, 9, 13, 15. You finish your work in 15 hours and the total work got completed in 20 hours. Machine and plus the initial 2 hours. That's 7 hours. Initial 2 hours. Right here, the initial 5 hours plus 1 hour while you were doing job 2 plus 1 hour while you were doing job 3. Right? That's 7 hours. That's the idle time on machine M1, M2 and M. Right? Right. We'll stop this here for the day. Thank you very much.